On today's Toy Spot, we're going to be looking at the Jakks Pacific TNA Wrestling, the Deluxe Impact Sting. Not going to have to spend much time talking about package and then pausing this video because much like Suicide, I don't know what kind of glue they're putting on this. Maybe they just spit on it and then stick it on there. But speaking of impact, very little impact was required to take this completely off. So I really don't have to spend much time talking about packaging and then again pausing the video because he's already out of package. Package wise though, we've got Sting up at the corner there. Same packaging really for all the figures. On the back, the other figures in this wave, we got Sting, Jeff Jarrett, Suicide, Kurt Angle, we got Samoa Joe from this Nation of Violence, and we've got a AJ Styles. There's also a six-sided ring. I don't know whether they are going to still release these. The actual ring itself, being that they haven't used the six-sided ring in a very long time. I'm kind of sad that they got rid of the six-sided ring. It made the show unique and gave it its sense of being unique. At any rate, though, I don't know if we're ever going to get a six-sided ring now that they have a four-sided ring. Maybe they'll just completely abandon releasing this. Who knows? But that's packaging. Let's get this card. We put this card out of the way. We're going to take the Sting out of package. Again, there's nothing required, seeing as they were nice enough not to make this adhesive. I'm just going to put this aside on the floor. We'll let the maid pick it up. And here we have Sting out of package. Now, it's not a current Sting. Well, actually, I shouldn't say current Sting because it doesn't look like Sting is in TNA right now. Depending on when you're watching this video, maybe he's already back for the 5th time or so. He keeps saying he wants to retire, and they always manage to get this guy back. The face is good. It definitely looks like Sting, Steve Borden. This was near, I guess, his heel turn end of his career, near the end of TNA, where you got these extra red. I always call them like red tears he had on top of his regular face paint. I don't know if there is a variant, but I saw a other Sting available that didn't have the red, and the white symbols on his trunks were swapped out with the white. It also looks like there's a Deluxe Impact Sting that comes with a trench coat that we'll be getting eventually. So, while this necessarily isn't the most current Sting, this Sting still is pretty good. I do like it quite a bit. Sting's finisher is the Scorpion. Well, he's got a couple. He's got the Scorpion Death Drop, which is a reverse DDT. He's also got the Scorpion Splash, which I guess is not really necessarily a finisher. It's just a trademark move. And then he's also got the Scorpion Deathlock, which you would also recognize as the Sharpshooter, Bret Hart's signature submission hold. I do like the figure in the sense that with the TNA figures, even though it's extremely tight, with the TNA figures you're still getting a mid-torso articulated point. Nothing like where the Mattel, where you have to buy the elite WWE figures to get this point of articulation. The TNA figures just have it in there. The downside, yes, is the fact that the majority of all the figures are all the same height for the most part. So even when we are getting Abyss I think is the same height as the Sting figure, even though, you know, Abyss would be a little bit taller in person. But just, yeah, I do like it. I like this figure. In the way of his articulation, Sting's head can rotate left and right. You can move it up and down. You can bend the arms out. You can rotate at the bicep. Bend at the elbow, rotate the hand. You can also pivot the hand as well. As I mentioned, he has the mid-torso articulation. You can rotate the waist. You can bend the legs out, back and forth. You can rotate the thigh, bend at the knee at 2 points, I believe. He's also got the rubbery knee pads. You can bend the foot. You can also rotate it. So getting him in numerous poses shouldn't be a problem for Sting here. Now, I don't know, he might come back to TNA. I know when we last saw him, Sting was championing the fact that nobody knew the real Hogan, and of course now we've got Immortal. So Sting was right. You were right, Sting. Whether that means Sting will come back for yet another return, fight the good fight, I don't know. But I do like this figure. The TNA Deluxe Impact Sting, I'm going to give a 7.52. The face is very nice. And you can't go wrong, I think, picking up this if you're a TNA fan. Today's Toy Spot, we were looking at the Jakks Pacific TNA Impact, the Deluxe Impact. We're looking at Sting. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.